as far as reporting the findings, I think it's going to be best for me to use an in-depth analysis of the cases. What this looks like is me providing quotes, dialogues, participant reflections, as well as follow-up responses as well. In addition, I think I'm going to go ahead and make sure I use thick descriptions of the participants and the setting. Now I wanted to go ahead and wrap this presentation up with a couple of key takeaways. So I look over here at this picture and I see several of the students that I've had over the course of many years. And I realize that this research could actually deeply affect them, right? Some of these students went to charter schools and some of them were my students over at Hogg Middle School. Now, when we think about why highly effective and young teachers are leaving traditional public schools and going to charter, I immediately think that this research could actually be used to bolster both organizations, right? Traditional public schools can look at the data and say, okay, this is why that we're losing this key demographic. We need to retool some of our policies to attract and retain them. Likewise, charter organizations could take the same data and say, you know what, we weren't sure if what we were doing was right, but these are the things that are allowing us to get this demographic. So obviously we need to continue the policies we have in these areas to make sure that these educators stay with us. My hope is by strengthening both charter schools and traditional public schools' knowledge of what it takes to keep highly effective and young educators, students such as these, my students, will be positively impacted. Let's go ahead and finish this out with a quick look at some of the references that I've used. Okay, thank you so much for your time. As far as my next steps, I want to go ahead and retool this presentation. So absolutely please provide me with lots of feedback, and I'll have a couple of minutes for question and answers. Once again, thank you so much for your time.